We're back with another Castform team. Gonna be trying out in the Champions OU format again. After using Castform last time, I thought we gotta use this guy again and give it some more screen time because I didn't really emphasize this enough, I don't think. It's been 10 years since this guy was in the main series game, or I should make this full screen so you can see this a little bit better. This guy was not in Scarlet and Violet. It's not, or it wasn't in Sword and Shield. And Sword and Shield came out in like 2019? That's like 7 years ago. And really Sun and Moon released in 2017, or was that Ultra Sun and Moon that released in 2017? It's been like almost 10 years since it came out with like a new game, or since it was out at the time of a new game coming out. So it's been a long time, and Champions isn't even a game like Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. It's got like a competitive thing, obviously, but it's been a long time. Now, I don't know if any of these moves are new. I was kind of control Fing trying to see if there was anything new here, but I think it did have all of these moves. It had Hurricane. That was one I was like, did it really have Hurricane? But I believe it had all of these things way back in Sun and Moon. Yeah, we have Energy Ball, Flamethrower. I look for Fire Blast. We have Hurricane, of course, Weather Ball, which I think was its signature move at one point, and we're actually going to be using that on today's Castform set. Let's look at Weather Ball. Was this its signature move way back in the day? It was. That's cool. And then right away it got destroyed, and then immediately after a bunch of other Pokemon got it. But they've got some fun sets here if you're looking for some ideas for Castform. I like the black and white analysis that was written. Everybody look at me, I'm using Castform. We're kind of doing something similar to this as this set today. But yeah, let's hop over to the team builder real quick, go over the team real quick, and then we'll hop into the games. Was gonna maybe go with like another snow variant, except with Charizard Y, so we'd have dual weather. But then I was looking at some of the Charizard things, and it said, let's switch this back. It said that Charizard goes good with sand and Hippowdon, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. And also then we have a sand weather ball, or a rock weather ball for Castform. We have the fire move with weather ball if the sun's up. Then we can fit Bolt Beam and Energy Ball for Rotom. Seemed kind of fun. And we have the hazard control for the Charizard and Excadrill and Corviknight, and then we have the double weather setters in Hippowdon and Charizard. As long as one of them's up, we can go for a weather ball, which is only stab if it's in the sun, because we don't change to a rock Castform form. I was thinking, and other people had mentioned similar things in the comments, it'd be cool if Castform had a way to get more stats, like when it turned into one of these forms, and then they give it a rock form. But we'll be trying this out. For the moves, we just got the weather ball, Volt Beam, Energy Ball, and as you can see, we're using a choice scarf. That's because we can surprise guys and maybe get a knockout with this that way. Being able to switch up moves would be nice, but being able to do anything with Castform would also be nice. I mean, are kind of like, we're not like super squishy, we're not super tanky at all either. We're not very powerful, so with the choice scarf, we should be able to do something before we die is the goal. The speed we hit, I believe, is just a little faster than Jolteon. I think we're slower than Mega Delphox, so we're not going to be outspeeding any of these megas, but we'll be outspeeding up to Jolteon. Of course, Scarfers we're not going to outspeed, but you know, non-scarfed guys we'd outspeed, and you know, maybe could do something. But the Weather Ball Rock seemed kind of sneaky good against like an opposing Charizard, if for whatever reason we happen to have the sand up, I guess, or a Volcarona if we have the sand up. We're not going to become a rock type to like defensively resist their fire moves, but we could one-shot them with a weather ball, I think. Probably, maybe. Sounded pretty fun. For our Hippowdon set and the sand setter, of course, it has Sandstream. It's our leftovers guy. It's got Stealth Rocks, Earthquake and Rock Slide, and Slack Off, and max HP and special defense, so we can take on this guy. And yeah, the nice thing between Hippowdon and Charizard is both of them just set up the weather when they get on the field. So it's not like they don't prevent each other from doing their thing. If anything, it kind of helps to have another weather, because with drought or the sand only being active for 4 turns, there's a chance that you bring Hippowdon back out or Charizard back out while the sun is just ending. So if you're replacing the weather, then when Charizard hits the field again, it should be refreshing it like for the maximum amount of turns. For the moves, we just got Weather Ball, Solar Beam, Scorching Sands, plus Roost. I love that Charizard got Roost again. And also, if you're not familiar with Mega Charizard stats compared to like normal Charizard, gains the base 100 additional stats, and then we have 50 special attack, 30 special defense, and some 20 attack. No speed, but with drought, this guy is extremely powerful and will be very scary. Maybe Fire Blast would be better, maybe Overheat would be better to like always try and KO Hippowdon. I tested this team actually twice, and I was like hesitant to stay in versus a opposing Hippowdon in one of them, but it did just kill it. So I'm guessing if it's not a Spadef Hippowdon, we will kill it. But if it is Spadef, we may not kill it, or we probably won't. And maybe we should have like overheat for that. But I don't know. I'm gonna just try this stuff. Then we got Excadrill with a Shuckaberry. No rock slide. We have a rock move on this. We have stuff, I think, for the opposing fire flying guys or flying guys. I think we'd be okay. So, and the Iron Head seemed nice for fairies. And then we got Rapid Spin, of course, for double hazard control, and then Sword Stance to boost our attack. Maybe we can pull it off. We do only have, you know, 4 to 5 turns of sand. So the amount of turns we have to boost and then maybe sweep are a lot less, but sometimes you have a free turn. So especially with our typing. Then we got the Corviknight with Defog, no Brave Bird, Body Press. It's been okay so far. And just max HP and defense with U-turn to pivot, the Citrus Berry to get the one-time little heal. And the last guy we have is Garchomp. Maybe Lumberry would be better. They've been adding a lot of these sets on here, so you can go, and I think this is for 3v3s, the Battle Stadium singles, but it's good for some ideas, especially for me since I haven't played as much as I probably should or want to, so I don't have like the most experience of like what items would be good with this one-on-one, only being able to run one of each item, and like stuff like Rocky Helmet not being here and specs are banned or whatever. So we're gonna be trying a Focus Sash, and it doesn't recommend Sandveil, but I'm like, Sandveil is fun and it's not banned, so let's try it. But maybe a Lumberry and Rough Skin, or just Focus Sash Rough Skin would be better. And I was also contemplating Draco Flamethrower or Fire Blast plus Earthquake, and I just wasn't sure on the 4th move, which is why we're just going with Sword Stance, Scale Shot, Earthquake, Fire Fang. Poison Jab does seem nice, but I think Fire Fang just in general, and maybe the sun would be up and we get a boost from it, and maybe we should put Rough Skin because then the sand will not be doing anything because we have Sandveil. But it sounded fun. Hopefully Castform can do some stuff. Sure, Charizard Wild do some stuff. Let's hop into games. All right, hop into this first one here, and opposing Megas. Could be Garchomp, Scizor, or Greninja. I mean, it could be any of them. If I had to guess, I would think maybe Greninja or Garchomp. Probably Greninja. Maybe it could be Scizor too. That's not very helpful. And maybe it's Scarf Sneasler. Maybe it's a lead Garchomp and they're gonna do hazards or something. If they don't lead a Scarfer of their own and they don't lead Dragapult, we can't lead this and do something. So let's try it, especially if they lead this. Yeah. Well, best move. I mean, they don't have. This is resisted by like a bunch of stuff. Let's go for the Thunderbolt. All right, they're scarfed. Don't die. Don't die. Nice. Heck yeah. All right. And then it's good to know they're scarfed. I'm curious how much this does to our Hippowdon. Do we just let this die? We know they're scarfed, which means they, I think, outspeed our Excadrill. Let's see, 140 times 2 is 280. 191 times 1.5. They are faster than our Excadrill. Okay. We could go Hippowdon into Garchomp and just click Sword Stance. But they do maybe have Will-O-Wisp. But we have coverage for everything. I think we do sack this. We'll go this. I'm gonna just click Rocks. And then we'll go Corviknight and U-turn. All right. That's an awkward amount of HP. Hopefully it's not a roll. I mean, or we just go right into Garchomp. I wasn't thinking about trying to really take advantage of our Sandveil, so I'm not going to do that. It's just, you know, we're risking it. And now maybe... Okay. I don't think we kill with Fire Fang. Let's just try Sword Stance. Okay. I mean, we have to Fire Fang if we want to do something to this. Because if we click Scale Shot, then we're dead to the Bullet Punch. And yeah, this didn't seem like a great use of all of these turns and Garchomp setting up, but oh, it's all right. We're learning. Let's go into this. All right. Not a problem. That's cool. I'm not sure. Maybe we could take 2 still. I'd rather get a Brox, to be honest. All right. And then this guy activating its Unburden, it'll be a problem. But they already have White Herb on... Who used... This guy had the White Herb. And this guy was Scarfed. So, is he sashed? Well, the sash is broken, so we should be fine. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about like Sneasler sweeping. I think maybe we just sack Corviknight. And then we can send out this guy and click Earthquake. I wish we had the rock move. To be honest, I don't think Earthquake kills. So I'm gonna click Iron Head because maybe we flinch them. If they go Talonflame, we'll hit them and maybe we 2 a KO. We do. Okay. Yes, we're making contact with it twice. I'm gonna Rapid Spin. All right, no burn. That's pretty good. Garchomp. I think we just Earthquake twice. We have a Shucka Berry. Oh no. Okay. Let's go. The Shucka Berry comes through. Sneasler. Pretty sure we're fine to Earthquake. Unless they have... I don't know what they could have had. And I don't think this ever kills Charizard, so... Oh, alright, they're faster than us. Pretty sure this is stronger. Wow, they hit a Thunder in the Sun, that's cool. Then we'll just go into this, and then go into Garchomp. Maybe we miss. Maybe they miss. Oh, they do miss. It doesn't matter. They were gonna die to Sand. So Meganium and Absol on the same team. I was looking at this guy. Like, you could do some cool things with it. 3 Mega or without the Mega. Meganium though, I would be surprised if it's not their Mega. But this guy also, you can't. I don't think like Scope Lens is in the is an item you can use. So you have like, you can do flinch stuff with Super Luck plus Focus Energy, and then I guess maybe just hold Black Glasses. And then they have a Glamora and a Corviknight. I mean, our Hippowdon seems pretty good. We do give them the Spadef Raise, or we just leave this guy, click Swords Dance. I don't think we just kill a Glamora. And then we'll have to defog. Well, I guess we could just lead our Excadrill also, right? Let's lead Hippowdon. Then we have our Excadrill, who will have Sand Rush if we need it. With the Shucka Berry, we can take an Earth Power. And with our Hippowdon out, I think a Mortal Spin would be tempting. All right. Not good. Well, I wish I led the Charizard. Solar Beam's coming. We can pivot Corviknight into Garchomp. Well, I guess if Solar Beam's coming, we just go right into Charizard. We have Roost. All right. Mega Weather Ball. This will die. This won't die. This won't die. Everything dies besides Glimmora, Dragapult, and Glimora's 2-hit KO'd. And we could Roost later, maybe. Or maybe we just won't need to Roost. Yeah, I think this was a good lead for them because it's like I'm never going to lead Charizard when I see Glimmora. So, and Meganium has a good matchup into like so many things with its Weather Ball and Solar Beam. I don't think they're scarfed. All right, they're scarfed. All right, Charizard's dead. Garchomp Sword Stance. We have a Sash, so if they switch into Dragapult, and if they switch into Corviknight or Meganium, we have a Sun boosted Fire Fang. I think we're gonna hit this pretty hard. I don't know if we kill, but we definitely go for it. Heck yeah! Now, this guy can come out and go for the dragon move. We can, you know, live it, Scale Shot. That's definitely what we go for here. Oh no! Well, that sucks. All right. Knowing this is Scarf though is pretty good. Between Hippowdon and Corviknight, it shouldn't be a problem. I think. I guess we don't want this thing to get boosting, so maybe I should just Earthquake. Also, I don't have a good way to deal with their Corviknight now. Okay. This. Okay. That seems odd, but we'll take it. And we U-turn because they're locked in. All right. Then we'll go Excadrill and click Sword Stance. All right. Then we will click Iron Head because there's a Corviknight. 39% is pretty good. One flinch and this thing kills this. Whoa, all right, Defog. Is Rapid... I don't think we need a Rapid Spin. I'm just gonna Iron Head. All right. Absol. Apparently we always outspeed this thing. We have a Corviknight. I mean, they brought this in like, is it sashed? Is it gonna Sword Stance? This thing could be a problem. I'm just gonna click Iron Head. All right, it's not sashed. Aegislash. Earthquake? I don't know. All right. And Castform didn't get to come out of its Pokeball, man. Up against Sticky Web. And they have some very scary things. King Gambit, Mimikyu, Mega Meganium, Cleavor for the rocks, Dragapult. Something I was thinking, and we can't actually we're not gonna, it's gonna be hard to go for a Scale Shot, but excuse me, I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to be able to go like Hippowdon into Garchomp versus a Sticky Web team. Let me Sword Stance. I don't know. I guess we do have defog, so we can just defog on them. Like, plenty of times. Are we slower than them? We have no Brave Bird. Sorry, my throat. Do we go Olin with the Garchomp, or do we just go Corviknight? I think we just go Corviknight. Okay, they're special. That's cool. I'm gonna click Roost. We outspeed them. We're gonna run them out of stuff, which is good. Defogged? No, they do have Defiance? No! Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, I'm clicking Body Press, that's for sure. We probably don't kill, but it's a good amount. And do we want to save this to defog? How much did Hydro Pump do? I guess we could take a Hydro Pump. If we had Rough Skin, that would be kind of nice. We do have Rapid Spin, but they have double Ghosts. And we probably just sack this. And then we go Garchomp and click Earthquake. All right. Dragapult. Are they Dragon Darts again? In case they are, we're just gonna go Hippowdon. I don't want to lose that guy. We're gonna try and learn. All right, we're learning. And then, as much as I want to click Rocks, I think they're just gonna go maybe right into Araquanid. But they could just Will-O-Wisp. But would they have Will-O-Wisp? Yeah, they could just Will-O-Wisp. We do have Rapid Spin. It looks like we're 2 KO'd though from this next Dragon Darts. I'm just gonna click Stealth Rocks. All right, cool. They do switch. Then I think I go Araquanid, click Swords, or Garchomp, click Swords Dance now. Let's see a miss. All right. They do not switch. We only hit twice. They have Endeavor. We outspeed everything that's not Scarfed, but we're definitely dead to Mimikyu. I think Earthquake kills. Yeah, we're dead to Shadow Sneak. I guess Charizard probably can take hits from Mimikyu. I think we go for breaking their disguise. All right, thankfully that works. And then do we sack Castform? Castform could surprise hit Meganium. They have to Shadow Sneak. I mean, we could switch into this. Save this. No, I think we're fine. Just Earthquake. Charizard Mega Weather Ball should KO, I think. All right, that does a lot. Okay. Scarfed Cleavor. Just Dragapult, okay. I think it's a sack Castform angle. Then we go Hippowdon. We can't switch into anything. And I'm glad we have an Iron Head for the Meganium. Excadrill doesn't outspeed this guy. With webs up, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Excadrill -1 in the sand. 184 speed, yeah. We could double into Charizard. If we think they're just going to go right into Meganium. Let me just click Earthquake. All right, cool, cool. I think this guy's scarfed. Think we go this. Now it'll be very tempting for them to go Dragapult. Do we kill Meganium with Iron Head? I think we might. I'm just gonna click Iron Head. All right, and I guess this maybe might just win because this will die here. All right, I think we can sack Charizard. And then we'll go back and next Hippowdon. And maybe we would have actually outsped them. 150? No, we wouldn't outspeed them. Okay, you go into this. Click slack off. But then we're gonna need to reset the sand. Which I don't know if we're gonna be able to do. We could run them out of close combats and then send out Excadrill. So this is like a sucker punch mind game. All right. We have to hope we live a Solar Beam. I don't think we do, but maybe we do. Let's see. Nah. Yeah. All right, well, Castform didn't do much, man. I think we just sacked it. This isn't what, it's not what I want to do. And now they have Mega Delphox, Excadrill, Hazards, and Rapid Spin. Is it just a Suicide Lead Excadrill? We may or may not 2-hit KO it. I'm kind of thinking we don't 2-hit KO it. But it could be good against a couple things. I think we just lead the Scarfed Castform. I mean, it's that or we lead Hippowdon to get up the sand and start chipping things. Because we can switch into Corviknight on Meowscarada. We could switch into Garchomp on Rotom's Hydro Pumps. All right, we'll just try that. And a Rock Weather Ball doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, man, that last one, I mean, besides for having to sack the Castform and that being disappointing, the just stalling out the close combats and having to get that turn right, it's tricky. And even not just even having to get the turn right, the double ghost types to block rapid spins. So once we lost the Corviknight to the Defiant Bisharp, I was thinking about using Defiant Bisharp or Defiant King Gambit because just how decent Sticky Web teams kind of seem with the Araquanid. And then King Gambit could take you could run Chople Berry on it. I mean, we just didn't even kill it with Body Press. They had a really cool team. All right, sweet. Yeah, we're just gonna go Corviknight. All right, we lose our berry. I think that's all right. We'll be able to pick up some momentum here. Or not. All right. Castform. Castform. Let's just make him dark. Let's make him stark. In the sand. Fuck. All right, we don't kill with Castform. We have Excadrill, who they have Rotom for. Yeah. That's all right. We'll click Iron Head. All right. Well, that's still pretty decent. This guy is scary without having a rock move on this too. We need to get hazards up. All right, they just send it out. Huh. Well, we probably don't want to give them the sun. And I mean, do we care about losing this? Maybe we don't care that much. Maybe we just go for Iron Head and then we can go Hippowdon. Yeah. And actually, I think the play now is we sack something, then we go Hippowdon, reset the sand, and then we'll finish this thing off with Iron Head. Or we just go Garchomp. It is not sack Castform. That is never the plan. That is never the right play here. This guy becomes scary without Corviknight. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, maybe we just go Garchomp and Scale Shot. That seems smart. Just go with this Scale Shot. We have a Sash. It'd be really cool to kill. All right, good. So now they can't just save it. We think I think the Shadow Sneak's coming. Let's go Castform. Please, let's go. And now we go for Energy Ball. Break their disguise. We are scarfed. Unfortunately, they have good special bulk, so we're not going to do that much here. It would be really cool though if like we could KO it with a Weather Ball, but they do have these things. But oh, and once the sun's up, where we lose our typing, so. Could sack Garchomp and then go Charizard. Nah, we'll just hit it. Oh no. Okay. I think you might still be dead. Hopefully. Please. All right. Scarfed Excadrill. We have a chance to KO a Rotom. Melodic, their water moves weakened. Hey, our normal typing came in handy. I've been finding it is not bad. It's just if we were faster than like a Dragapult Scarfed, that would be cool. Okay. Ibada. What the frick? Hmm. I think we just go right into this and rapid spin. All right. Oh, we crit him and did 42% with rapid spin. I think they miss here. What? Oh. I think this is scarfed. Maybe it's sashed Excadrill. Well, if we Solar Beam, we get a kill. If we Roost, we can switch into Rocks. We probably just Solar Beam. What? Are you serious? I didn't think we died. No. All right, well, we just lose. Pretty sure they're scarfed, right? Yeah. I should have just maybe stayed in and... I don't know. Don't have a great time versus this. I guess maybe I should have went this and hope they missed Hydro Pump. Because I guess if I had other Pokemon, we could have beaten the Melodic, but we didn't even beat this. Castform. This is it. This is the last game, and it's going to do something. Rock Weather Ball, Fire Weather Ball, Ice Beam, Fire Weather Ball. They're leading Lamora for sure, right? Let's lead it Powdon. Then we just go right into Excadrill. All right. I don't think Iron Head kills them. I'm gonna put it in here though. Meganium. Yeah, it definitely won't kill because they should have HP. Don't think we want to lose this yet. Yep. Holy shit. If that was a rock weather ball, that would have destroyed us, but thankfully it doesn't work that way. We can switch into Meganium one more time. All right. Leftovers. Castform. Haha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, and they get the speed, man. And they hit 5 times, so they just fucking knew her Castform. All right, what's 169 times 1.5? 253. This will be 280, so it'll be faster. Oh, we're not in the sun, I forgot. Well, we can take an earthquake. All right, thankfully that works out. My bad. That actually was maybe our best bet. I don't know though. Okay. All right. I think we live. Then we're fine. They left. Seems like a weird time to leave. They're back. Damn it. All right. Well, they didn't boost their... They didn't Quiver Dance. I mean, they couldn't have. We could go into this and Swords Dance. I don't know if we KO Meganium with Fire Fang after a Swords Dance. We probably do. It's just, do we use that option now? I think Charizard might be able to kill like everything else. All right, now we're dead to Bullet Punch. Does Earthquake KO this guy? Hopefully. All right, now we're dead to Bullet Punch. We can go Corviknight U-turn, I guess. Or we just click Fire Fang because maybe they don't think, oh, all right, cool. I think this dies. Iron Head almost O-code. And I mean, I know it was stab, but... All right. That's not a problem since everybody else is immune. God damn it! I think Excadrill can take it. But the thing is we have to kill them because I don't think we can take 2 power gems. I think we can take 1. I don't think we can take 2. Yeah, we don't need a rapid spin. Why am I saying that? Actually, maybe we do because the Quaquaval can come out and get a boost on us. Let's see, Glamora to our Excadrill. Looks like it's a roll. All right. Let's try Charizard. What the fuck? All right. Charizard. I thought we would take less, but we didn't. I guess we don't get any bulk when we mega, and that guy is strong. All right. Well, I don't think we're winning here. Then we lose to Scarf Glamora. Yeah. Maybe if they... No, we're... Oh, well, I guess we're faster. I think we might die to Bullet Punch. And we don't kill them. Yeah. Solar Beam, because it's cool. Well, I think that's a good one to call it on. Castform, unfortunately, it died to Scale Shot. I was thinking maybe they wouldn't Scale Shot. I don't know who we had in, but I was thinking, you know, we could, you know, switch into an Ice Beam. I think I had Charizard in. I probably should have went Corviknight. Either way, it was another fun team with the Castform. Definitely better. Definitely could be played better. But yeah, if you're interested in trying out the team, I don't think it's too bad. Maybe just replace Castform unless you want to use this guy. There'll be a Pokepaste in the description. And if you like this sort of thing, subscribe and like the video. I'd really appreciate it. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.